Good morning! It's Renee Divatronic at the Avant Garde Electronic Music Society. And today I've got all sorts of exciting things to do. Keep myself busy. So, number one, I received an email from America, Sony Music, and they have a job as a film composer for films over there that get seen all over the world. So what I have to do, they've requested I get a film that I've worked on and then time signature the pieces and the places where I've put music. So this process is very time consuming, and if you've done music for a film before, you actually understand that it's a long process. And that film was completed in 2013, and it was shown all over the world at film festivals in Spain, in America, in England, in New Zealand, in Australia, and I think there's 2 more countries. And that was happening at the end of 2014 and 2015. And it was nominated for Australian Independent Film Award, which is nice. So anyway, I had at the time I had an American and Australian family, and they've been working in Hollywood since like 70s and in the film industry, and my sister-in-law at that time, Jeffrey Hales, Rip Van Hippie's sister, still does an adopted son with Al Pacino. So they were in an interesting time of films in the in the 70s, the 80s, 90s. So and she also had the father of her eldest daughter was a joke writer for a few comedy films that were pretty big back then. So there's, in America and Australian film industry, you can do all sorts of things. You don't just have to be a pretty face on camera. You can be a writer. You can write jokes. You can write music, all sorts of things, wonderful, wonderful, diverse scene. Anyway, so project number 2 today is I will be compiling a mix CD of the music that Jeffrey Hales, Rip Van Hippie, and I did in 2005. So 10 songs we produced together in Earth Dance Global. Hello, Earth Dance. And so when it comes to writing words and music, I've been doing words since '95, trying to write perfect songs for dance floors, electronic music, and because I wasn't really that interested in rock music. My family in Melbourne on Lonsdale Street owned the license for a 3-level nightclub, and they had Collision, which was rock and punk music, and Friday Retro, which was pop music, and pop music, which also crosses over to rock music, but you know what I mean. So, but that music didn't fit me. So when I was 19, I moved into my partner's house, and I took a record with me that I purchased in 1995, and it had a great song on it, a singer called Jan Johnson, who we now call the Queen of trance music. And England and America have a different style of trance music back then. That was, basically pop music for them. It was very uplifting, very etherical vocal. Oh my God, she's the most amazing vocalist, Jan Johnson. Anyway, so I fell in love with this record. It was on Platypus Records. It was British, but it had some American producers. So my partner, Frank Venuto, flew in Platypus Records, a few acts on that, excluding Jan Johnson, but also had the American producer, Miles Taylor, who actually came and played music for us, my birthday party. So what happened was, and the warehouse party. So what happened was, we had the acts in Australia, and that was a big influence on the music that I, heard on the dance floor. So what I'm doing now is I'm doing the next part of my brain, which is the avant-garde electronic brain, which I discovered with Ollie Olsen and with Van Hippie and with Andrew Teal family, which was kind of blending the progressive trance, the techno, and also the avant-garde electronica, which is on another experimental level, which is still constructed nicely. So that's what I've got, and I've also got project 3, which is Pillow. You got the explanation of Pillow the other day. So Pillow is a avant-garde electronic ambient fusion. My brain, what I want reality, everyday life to be like: beautiful, etheric, peaceful, wellness, mental health, just everything that you make a beautiful world, just a nice world. So, and that has my vocal, my songwriting, my poetry, and some beautiful synthesizers and some beautiful strings and some beautiful beats through it. So that's my project for Saturday, and I'll be doing that till Sunday. So yeah, I'll do some short videos of the production process, and so that'll be all available on Apple Music and things like that. So thank you so much.